Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Welsknight Plays TekTopia. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a fantastic day. Last episode, we got our village started. We built this town hall, which is definitely in need of some improvements, and we got our first two villagers. We also made a little house up here for them, just a couple of beds, nothing fancy. But this is not really a village at this point. It's one building and people who have nothing to do. So we need to remedy that today. Today we have 3 goals. We need to make a storage room so that our villagers have a place to put all the things. We need to get a farm going, and we need to get a tree farm going of some sort. That is basically the 3 goals that we have for today. Also, we need a way to get... we need to make a bridge, because I just saw, a second ago, some nomads spawned, but didn't have any way to get to the village. And I'm assuming that's because they need to cross the river. That would be my assumption. So, yeah, lots to do today. Sun is almost setting. Okay, so this is actually going to be a good experiment. My bed is just chilling right here. Oh, awesome. That's exactly what I wanted to see. I was wondering if the villagers would make their way to the beds. And it appears like they're just going to kind of hang out here for a little bit. And then once they're done hanging out, they will go to sleep. Okay, awesome. That is fantastic. So it is working as intended. I was a little worried that they weren't going to be able to pathfind their way up this janky little staircase, but it appears to be doing what it's supposed to. So, yeah, we need storage room. We need farms. That's basically the priority. Also, we need a pathway across the water so that people can find their way here, nomads and merchants and all that kind of good stuff. So I think just kind of as a super temporary measure, I'm just going to make a very, very simple, boring cobblestone bridge across the water like so. And then we're going to do the same over on that side and that side. And then I'm going to go gather a bunch of dirt, because that's the other thing we're going to need in order to get a village kind of going here. Since we're living in a desert, we can't just, you can't till sand to turn it into farmland. We're going to actually have to go and get a bunch of dirt. So that's kind of what I'm going to work on for a little bit. Let me get to it. All right, guys, I'm back. I got a fair amount of sandstone to build another building, and I also got a fair amount of dirt to make farms and all that kind of good stuff. So I think we should be able to do a fairly decent job now of, getting some stuff taken care of. So we're going to grab 3 stacks of dirt. Should be enough for 2 9x9 farms. I'm going to grab those as well. And I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I got a water bucket somewhere. And indeed, I do. How are we doing on daylight? Oh, perfect. High noon. Okay, so I think I'm going to put... And to be honest, we should probably make the storage room first. Now that I'm actually kind of thinking about this a little bit, I think that would be the smart thing to do. Let's make the storage room first. I think much like the other storage room, right now we're going to go for function until we get at least the basic needs of the villagers met. Because right now they have no source of food whatsoever. Like, they'll literally starve to death. So that's no bueno. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Sure. Let's try something like that. And then we're going to go... We're actually going to shorten this just a little bit. Because what I want to do is in each of these little indentations, I'd like to put a double chest. So we'll go like so. Because basically the villagers need to put all of their stuff into chests, but they'll only recognize certain things as chests. Like they won't automatically recognize everything. So this will be our storage room right here, and we can put a chest into each of these. We'll also take this floor and swap that out for something else, like oak, for example. But again, we're going to do that later. Right now, I just want to get the building kind of up and running. So let me get this built. All right, my friends, I have returned, and the storage building is up and running for the most part. Still need to actually turn it into storage. Like, that needs to be a thing, but we're working on it. We're getting there. Also, the floor is still sand, which is also horrendously terrible. But, you know, as I said, we're working on it. We're slowly getting there. So we're going to put a door here. We're going to grab ourselves a piece of leather and make... yeah, I guess we'll just do it with oak. That's fine. Make an item frame and storage. And in a second, we're going to signify that this building right here is the storage building. But before we do that, I'd like to at least get rid of this sand floor that looks just absolutely horrendously awful. It's so bad. Let's see. So if this is our floor level, let's put the torches up at this level, like so. That should be enough lighting for this place, I would hope. And then we're just going to kind of do something like this. Now, the way that the villagers find chests, right? They're not able to recognize that stacked chests are valid. They won't. Basically, you have to put the chests on the ground, or it just straight up doesn't work. Also, I think I have changed my mind, and I do want that on the outside of the building so that this can all be one thing. But what should ultimately happen is we'll make, you know, a few chests. Let's go like that and like so. And then in each of these little divots, we can put in a chest. And the villagers should now be able to recognize this as a proper storage room once we get, you know, the floor in and all that kind of stuff. But what we'll do, now that we actually have chests and stuff in here, we can put that on, and this will light up as the storage room. So now, when the villagers do their jobs, whether that's chopping down trees or harvesting crops, they can come here and dump off all of their stuff. So this is probably a much smaller storage room than what we will ultimately end up with at the end of the series. But as I said, right now, we are very much going for function, at least until our villagers' most basic needs are provided for. Because they, as I said, I'm pretty sure they can actually starve to death if they don't have, you know, food and all that other kind of stuff. So we got to make sure that we get these sort of necessities handled. And then once we've got, you know, a proper villager or a proper village sort of up and running, then we can look at doing other stuff like making things look pretty. Also, there is the matter of this crafting bench. Villagers in this mod can totally craft stuff. So we're going to put a crafting bench in right here so that they can make use of it. And there we go. We have a very, very simple little storage room. Nothing fancy at all. I do want to make one little tweak. I think this will actually look a bit nicer. If we just do something real simple, like so. Yeah, that looks much better. There we go. So everything's all lit up, and now they should be able to find their way over here and dump off any goods that they make into this storage room, which isn't much to look at right now, but don't worry, we'll make it all prettier later. Okay, so that takes care of that. Next step, farm. All right, there we go. The farms are laid out. I was really going to put them a little closer, but then I was like, no, you know what? We're probably going to want to put a border around these eventually to make them look a little nicer. And then I'd like to have a nice 2-wide walkway in between, so I ended up kicking this one over. But check this out. He's hoeing the fields. He's tilling the soil for us, which is super cool. So we need to plant some crops into these fields. We're going to do potatoes and carrots for starters. We'll add wheat and other things later, but let's just go potatoes here, like so, and then we'll do carrots in this one. And I will probably help him out a little bit, although he does get some experience from hoeing these fields. Like if we right-click on him, you can see he's got a farmer level, and I believe as he does this and hoes the fields and all that kind of stuff, I think he will actually level up. I think that's one of the things that will help him gain experience. But for the time being, we need to get these crops going. That's our big priority right now, because food is a must for these guys. So we're going to plant them in nice rows, and he just stole one of my potatoes. That's okay. It's fine. We're going to plant them in nice rows like this, because they will grow a little bit faster, and we'll be able to get that first batch of crops a little bit quicker than we would be able to otherwise. And I think that's going to actually be really important here. There we go. And then we'll just take these and I'll just plant them over. Oh, we'll just plant them over there, like so. That's fine. Okay. And you too. All right, so these ones will grow a little bit quicker. Then I want to grab... I'd really like to grab a log, but I don't think I can place it facing upwards like I would like. I mean, that's not the end of the world, is it? Or, why don't we just do this? We'll make 2 chiseled sandstone. I'll put one right here, just so we can put a torch on top of it. And then we'll do the same right there. Lovely. And then it's just a matter, again, plant the carrots that we have. There's not many, but, you know, it's something. And when the first crops are ready, the farmer's going to come by and totally mess it all up anyway. So, you know, whatever. But this way we have a carrot farm going and a potato farm going. Awesome. Good, good, good. We're making progress. Now we need to take care of the tree farm. All right. Tree farm is handled. So now there are actually trees for the lumberjack to chop down. I don't know if... is this my farmer or my lumberjack? This is my lumberjack. All right, so this lumberjack should start making her way over there. And my farmer... You're hungry? Yeah, he's getting kind of hungry. Yo, farmer, there's farmy things to do over here, my friend. Well, actually, there really isn't, because none of this stuff is actually grown at the moment, but... lumberjack, there's also stuff for you to do over here. Come, find the trees. There's a nice big tree over here. Anyway, the other thing we can do in the meantime, while we're waiting for them to figure out that there's actually stuff to be done, is we can stock our storage room a bit. So these guys will use tools as they do their jobs. And one thing we can do to kind of help them out a bit is make a few tools. So I'm going to make 3 of those. And I guess 2 of those, because my inventory is very full at the moment. There we go. Let's try and make 1 more hoe. There we go. Very nice. And now, if I put these into the storage room, they should come and grab better tools with which to do their job. Oh, look at that. They're putting stuff in the sugarcane thing. Okay. So we're going to put all of these tools in here. This is going to be our tools for villagers chest. So hopefully they will come in there and actually grab the stuff once they detect that, hey, there's an upgraded tool in there for you to grab. But looks like the lumberjack has found our tree our tree farm. So the way that this should work is going to take like a bazillion chops to chop down this tree because she's not very skilled. There we go. But then you'll see she replants right away as well. And then these will decay, they'll drop saplings, and the lumberjack will eventually come back and pick up those saplings as well, or at least they should. My farmer's kind of stuck not really doing anything whatsoever until they actually, manage to grow some crops. Look at that. The first potato has grown. Things are happening. Our village is actually functioning as a village. This is super cool. We also have a little bit of bread, and I know that you were hungry, right? Yeah, you're starving. Here, my friend. You also take a piece of bread. Can I just put it? No, I can't just put it in their inventory. What is this? Oh, I see. So this is all their behaviors. This is what they do. Gotcha. Okay. It does appear that they don't close doors behind them, which I find a little bit annoying, but I mean, I suppose there are worse things. Farmer is doing farm things. Here, have some bread. That's for you to eat because you're hungry. You were just complaining about hunger a minute ago. There. Take some bread. It's for you. Maybe I have to put it into a chest. Maybe they don't get it unless it's in one of the chests in the storage room. Why did he not replant? Or maybe he replanted. Oh, I see. He replanted over here instead. Okay. Well, either way, they're doing their jobs. This is exactly what we want to see. Okay. I'm going to need a separate storage room for my own stuff, I think. Otherwise, they're just going to kind of take our stuff. We also have these emeralds, and we do have more wool. So we could totally make... we could support a couple more villagers. We could make the beds for it. We could probably fit a couple more beds up there. Let's just check. If we talk with the architect here, a 4-person bed is 13 emeralds and a 6-person bed is 20. Okay. That's a lot of emeralds. And then we also have... I think I just need more emeralds, is what it really boils down to. And I don't know that I can really do much about that until he's putting his wood into this chest. I don't want you to put your wood in there. I would like you to put your wood somewhere else. Maybe I can convince him to put his wood in this chest instead and just leave this as tools. I wish there was a good way to really organize these. Maybe it could be done with item frames or something. Like if you put an item frame on the chest and put an item on it, they'll only put that type of item in or something. I don't know how you could. I don't know. I'm not clever enough to actually do any of that myself, but I don't know. Anyway, we're making progress. I'm gonna let these guys run for a while and kind of see if we can, maybe get some of their goods and sell them to a trader so we can kind of advance a little bit. let's just kind of see how things go for a bit. Well, everything seems to be working pretty well. I mean, the farmer is doing the farm thing. The lumberjack is doing the lumberjack thing. I think everything is pretty good. Honestly, it's going great. So I think what we want to do, let's see, how many books do I actually need? 4? 4. So we actually just need that many so that we can make 4 books. There we go. That is exactly enough for a full enchanting setup. Although I don't think I actually have enough wood. We're gonna find out. I know. Lumberjack, have you been valuable? Let's find out. Oh, that's right. This is special oak wood. Because it was made by the villagers, and that actually, like, makes a difference. So there we go. There's 7 bookshelves. And then let's make some spruce. And there we go. We have all 15 of the bookshelves that we need. And then the rest of it... Oh, actually, wait. We're going to put the other oak wood. We'll put that oak wood back in here to signal, because I'd like to kind of keep my own separate resources, if that makes any sense. I kind of keep things separate a little bit. But we need this, and we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and another one of those? Is it 2? Yeah, 2 diamonds and a book for an enchantment table. All right, there we go. We now have the ability to get level 30 enchantments, which is great. I think what we're gonna do is put our enchanting area... I kind of want to put it in the town hall, to be honest. But size-wise, it needs to come out. This is actually like 1 too wide. This is 1 block too wide to make a proper enchanting setup here. You know what, though? That's fine. We're just going to do it anyway. And we'll put our enchantment table... Actually, you know what? Since it's a transparent block, we'll do that. Put a light underneath it. And then go like so. And now we can enchant tools. Don't have the levels at the moment, but we can enchant tools. And that's something. I'm also going to put this chest over here. This is just going to be our emerald chest. We're just going to keep emeralds in there so that whenever we go to buy something, we just have them right here and they're easily accessible and, you know, all that kind of good stuff. And I think I also should probably just move my bed from outside because it's just hanging out outside right now and it looks a little bit ridiculous. I may want to move all of these chests as well. Like, there's a lot of stuff that that needs to be moved around and cleaned up. Eventually, I'm going to make my own house, which will actually be my place that isn't claimed by any villager or anything like that. But just for now, let's just put my bed, I don't know, right here. Sure, that's fine. And then I guess we'll put some furnaces up against that wall. And a crafting bench here. That's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a matter of getting some of these things from outside inside. But yeah, everything seems to be going very well. We accomplished our mission for the day, which was getting the farm, the lumberjack, and the storage room up and running. We're getting there. Hopefully soon, we'll have enough goods that we can sell them to a traveling merchant and, you know, make a little bit more emeralds so we can really start getting new villagers and all that kind of good stuff. My friends, though, I am out of time for this episode, so I do need to call this one here. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.